If you're familiar with Traverse City, then you know that we have an extreme shortage of housing in our area. We have been receiving national recognition from all the major news outlets. Best place to move is Traverse City, best vacation destination. New York Times just did an article about how to spend a weekend in Traverse City. All of this recognition is driving demand to the area, and we don't have the housing to support it. It's extremely important that these developers are adding new housing developments to our area, and today we're talking about Traverse City's newest housing development, Wildflower Acres. Wildflower Acres is going to be 127 homes that they're adding to Traverse City. This is going to be spread out over the course of the next few years. And so phase one, which is happening right now, is 36 homes. We are actually listing a couple of these homes this week. So if you're seeing this, some of these homes that we're going to be showing out there today are on the market right now for sale. But these are going to range from $550,000 up to about $750,000. And they are some really nice homes. They also offer a semi-custom option, which I'm gonna go over in depth once we get out there to check it out. So right now we're just looking at the blueprints, and then we'll head over there and check it out. So let's do this thing. All right, I'm leaving downtown Traverse City right now. The GPS is saying 18 minutes. I'm gonna start the timer and we'll see how fast we get there. I just started the timer, we're going. So I'll keep you posted as soon as I pull up. We just pulled up to Wildflower Acres and we are at 16 minutes and counting. So just over 16 minutes. And I do think I hit about every single light. So right around that 15, 16 mark from downtown Traverse City. And I was on the west side of downtown. But let's go check this place out. I'm upstairs of 1200 Magnolia. Obviously, this is one of the houses that are not finished. This is a 3-bedroom, 2.5 bath, and 2-car garage. One of the things I actually really love about this house is that they've got a mudroom built into the garage. So when you get out of your cars, you can just stop in the mudroom, drop all your stuff, or all the snowy gear can go in there before you finish going inside. The basement is already plumbed for a bathroom, like all of the other basements in Wildflower Acres, and all of the studs are already up in the basement. So if you want to finish it yourself, you can, or you can have the developer do that for you. When we were back at the office, I mentioned that the builder was offering these semi-custom, and I would explain it more when we got here. Well, I figured this is the perfect time to explain how that works and what it is I'm talking about. So this house, for example, is listed on the market, but it's not complete. And so if you were to come in, go under contract on this house, you would be able to start making changes to the finishes. Before the flooring is put in, if you want to change it and have different floor coverings put in, you can do that. If the siding's not done, you want to change that. All of these decisions you can make. Now, the caveat to that is that you're going to have to put down a 10% non-refundable deposit, and that's just so that the builder doesn't have as much risk, because if you come in choosing crazy colors, they don't want to be stuck with it if you decide to back out. While it is a little bit more risky for you, if you know you're going to stick with the house, that 10% down non-refundable deposit is a really great move to be able to make the changes that you want and be able to move into a house with all of the things that you picked out. I'm currently inside 411 Zinnia Drive, and obviously this one is more so finished than the last one. This one is listed on the market right now. It's a 3-bedroom, 2-bath house, over 1,900 square feet. Just like the other houses, it's got the unfinished basement with the plumbing for another bathroom and an egress window for another bedroom. The exterior of this house is finished really beautifully. It is like a modern farmhouse style. And the other thing I love about this development is they seed the lawns and install irrigation, plus do some landscaping. So right now, while it looks like a field out there in a lot of the spaces, as these houses get finished and landscaped, it's gonna start looking really good and like a new subdivision. Something else about this development is that there's 10 wooded acres in the very back, and that's gonna stay as common area for everybody to use. I know it's weird, but one of my favorite features of this house is actually the primary bathroom. That thing is stunning. The shower is amazing. Double vanities, the separate door for the toilet. It's just a really nice bathroom. I think you're really going to enjoy this one. Check it out. That's going to wrap up our tour of Wildflower Acres. And before we hop off, I just wanted to mention a few different things. First off, there is an HOA with this development, so that's going to be $30 a month. That goes towards maintaining the common areas as well as covering the snow plowing and maintenance of the roads. The second thing is the developer is planning on doing 10 different floor plans throughout this development. So it's not going to be one of those where every other house is the same. They're going to be spaced out quite a bit. So the good news is if you really like the floor plan and it went under contract or closed, chances are another one's going to be popping up, or you can talk to the developer and they can build you one with those semi-custom finishes. I'm back at the office, but I'd love to know your thoughts about the Wildflower Acres development. Leave them in the comments below. What do you like? What don't you like? If you're thinking about moving to Traverse City, I made a full relocation guide, so make sure to check that video out. Also, if you have any questions on buying, selling, or investing in Northern Michigan, you can book a call with me at kjsayer.com.